Good morning, everybody. I have basically 90 days until I start grad school, and so I decided I would start vlogging and also start trying to be more disciplined and locked in to mentally prepare myself for how hard grad school is going to be. So today's the first day. I woke up at 5 a.m. I have like a little list of things that I need to do every morning. Oh, I'll show you. So I wrote myself like this. I wrote, okay, it's a little bit embarrassing. I wrote 90-day lock-in, which I feel like that's a little bit cringe. I wrote basically like a little daily layout for me, what I need to do every day, like minute or hour by hour. So like 5 a.m. I want to wake up. I want to do my regular morning routine, which is just like weigh myself, do skincare, put on gym clothes. I'm trying to do yoga every morning, like at least 15 minutes, 20 if I can. So this morning I did 20 minutes of yoga. I wrote my journal, I filled out my planner for the day, everything that I needed to get done, like specific tasks. And then I took Riley on a walk, an unplugged walk I'm trying to do, my morning walks with no headphones, no phone, no MP3 player. I just bring my cell phone. I have a dumb phone because I'm an analog girl now. I try to keep my iPhone. I have an iPhone, but I keep it off and put away in my like tech box, and the only thing that I get it out for is to scan stuff for school. Anyway, so I go on an unplugged walk with nothing but my phone, and just in case of emergency. It's like 20 minutes walking with no distractions, and then after that I make myself breakfast. And this morning I made my husband a coffee and myself a coffee, and then I'm trying to start my first like block of work, like 3 hours of like focused work at 7 a.m. So basically from 7 to 10 I'm doing schoolwork. Right now it's 9 o'clock, and I'm taking like a 15-minute break because I like to use like a timer and do like 45 minutes of work, I'm really focused, and then 15 minutes of like, I'll like, sometimes I like will do other things. Like earlier, my 15-minute break, I like called the vet and called my auto shop to make appointments. And just now from this 15-minute break, I made myself this snack, and now I'm filming. Anyway, so 3 hours of focused work from 7 to 10, and then at 10, so in about 40 minutes, I'm gonna go to the gym. I give myself like an hour and a half to go to the gym just because of the drive and everything. And then walk my dog when I get back from the gym, have lunch, and then after lunch I'll be another 3-hour work block. And then right at the end of that next 3-hour work block at like 3:30, 30-minute break to just do whatever I want. So that's a good time to like read a book, do my crocheting, like do a hobby, play a game, do something chill, but like still like productive, I guess. And then I want to spend 1 hour every day cleaning. So that's like doing like a daily chore of like doing laundry. If it's a good day to clean the bathroom, like I really want to like have more structure with my days, so I'm not like, getting so like crazy. And soon, honestly, like I have the next week is finals. I'm not even gonna have all this schoolwork to do, but I'll have other stuff that I'll need to be doing during my like work blocks or like my focus time. But anyway, then at 5 p.m. prep dinner, then at 6 p.m. dinner and chill time, and then the last thing on the little like schedule is in bed no later than 10 p.m. because I'm getting up at 5, so I need to have like enough sleep. So if I'm in bed at 10, then it's about 7 hours of sleep. But all that to say, I think I'm gonna try to like rewrite this not every day, but on the days when I know that I'm gonna have something a little different. Like tomorrow I'm probably gonna go on a hike with my friend, so it's gonna have to be rearranged, so I'm gonna probably have to rewrite it just for tomorrow. And then also today, a note today is that after I walk Riley for his second walk, he has to go to the groomer, so I'm gonna have to, instead of like getting started at work right at 12:30, I'm probably gonna have to shift that around a little bit. But yeah, all that to say, I'm just trying to like have more focus when it's time to focus and be less like willy-nilly about my schedule, and then also just kind of like hold myself to the things that I want to do. Like for a long time I've been saying like I really want to get good at yoga and be more flexible and like spend more time doing yoga, but like I really I let myself go with like a long time of not doing yoga. And like there are things that are easy for me to be disciplined in, right? Like I have a really easy time going to the gym because I like going to the gym, or like getting my steps in. I have a really easy time doing because I'm the person who walks my dog, so I have to get steps every day anyway. But it's like other things, like being really disciplined about schoolwork or like adult tasks that I like really put off, like car stuff, which I called the auto shop today, which I'm proud of myself for, because I need to get a new taillight put in on my passenger side, I think, and I need to get my oil changed and stuff like that. We have a lot of adult, quote unquote, adult stuff coming up because we're moving, so I'm like, I need to be more, I don't know, just more disciplined, more consistent too, because even though I do go to the gym, going to the gym is pretty easy for me, I tend to not be very consistent, where it's like I'll have a couple weeks where I'm like really hitting the gym hard and then I'll kind of burn out a little bit, or I'll have a couple weeks where I'm like really getting a lot of steps and then I'll burn out a little bit, and I really let like events, like having guests or having like a lot of activities on the weekend, or having like a traveling, like I really let that impact my productivity and my discipline and my consistency, and I really just don't want to do that anymore. I want to be able to just like be consistent no matter what, and like stick to my guns and kind of stick to my plan for myself, so that I don't end up feeling like there's like, you know, times when I, you know, perform well and do well, and then there's times when I just kind of let things go by the wayside. And that goes for like, you know, taking care of my house and stuff too. Like I don't want to have to just like, you know, put off cleaning until the weekend and then spend like a bunch of time on the weekend cleaning. I'd rather just consistently keep our house clean. So yeah, just with like a lot of changes coming up, a lot of tumultuousness, a lot of like upheaval, I guess I could describe it as. There's just a lot happening with like, we're moving this summer and I'm going to be starting a graduate school program, and I really want to find some like inner peace in the fact that I can like rely on myself, and as opposed to like feeling like, okay, everything's crazy on the outside of me, and then also I don't like feel like I can rely on myself to like be consistent. So like that feeling of like being out of control, of like, okay, everything around me is crazy and I can't control that, and I can't even control myself because it's just too hard to be consistent, so I just give up and I don't do the things that I want to do. But like I know that like if I stick to a schedule, if I wake up early, if I get my yoga in and my journaling in, and I read, and I, you know, I really focus on the tasks that I need to get done, it makes everything else feel better. Like I feel more relaxed about the chaos out that of the things I can't control, you know, the fact that we're moving and all of that. I feel a lot better in that case because I know that I can rely on myself to control what I can control. So all that to say, it's a very rambly little video, but that's basically what I'm gonna be vlogging about. And I feel silly filming it. I do, honestly. Like I do feel like it's a little bit cringe, but at the same time I feel like it's a good way to hold myself accountable. And another way to like be consistent is like saying out loud and saying it to myself on this camera that like I am capable of being consistent. I am capable of like keeping promises to myself. Okay, quick interruption because the vet called. But anyway, all that to say, I am just trying to, I don't know, I think I said all that to say probably 6 times. So I don't know if you're into self-improvement stuff of this nature, you can follow along, but if not, I need to go eat this rice cake and also this rice cake and drink the tea that I made for myself and then go to the gym. Oh, I just spilled honey on my leg. Okay, that's it. Bye.